Oh yeah, real quick before this video starts, my mic settings kinda got messed up before the video, so enjoy my voice on the max volume for the duration of this video, thank you. Boy oh boy, do we have a topic today. So as we all know, that vegan teacher has been banned off of TikTok. Her 1.7 million follower platform has now vanished into absolute nothingness. It almost reminds me of my day. So you know, being her normal, natural, cloud chasing self, she had to find some way to gain a bit of relevancy back in the eyes of our people. So what did that vegan teacher do, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna show you. But before I do that, I just have to say, you might not like her, but you have to treat her fairly, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that bias thing over here. So without further ado, roll the clip.
Look at this beautiful child. Beautiful eyes. Beautiful smile. Beautiful curly hair. Beautiful skin. Look how adorable she is. What do you think about the idea of banning cruelty, but not words? Can you think of some words right now that are banned? What are they? What are some of the words that you're never allowed to write? And how did we get this way in society? Is banning words a good idea? When does it end? Is it a good idea, really? Or is it better to just reclaim words that have hurt us? Just not let them have any power. Does this girl seem to you like she might be naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant? She looks like she could be that to me.
Now, I didn't show the entire video, but essentially that vegan teacher was trying to show a certain message in the video that I just showed you. If you didn't know, she's basically against censorship and she's heavily opposed to the idea that certain words should be banned from being spoken. And I didn't really understand this part too clearly.
If we say we can't say the N-word, but then people ban even saying the N-word, then the N-word becomes the X-N-word. The N-word that used to be the other N-word. And it never ends. It just goes on and on and on.
But it seems to me that she's saying that if you ban the N-word, then even just saying the words N-word to refer to the actual N-word will be banned. And saying N-word will become an actual bad word. And then so in order to refer to that N-word, you're gonna have to make a new N-word, like an X-N-word, and then it will just keep on going in this N-wordception of absolute degeneracy. And do I agree with that? Not really. Because let's be real here, nobody actually gets triggered when even a white person says the term N-word. Like, everybody been saying that to refer to the N-word, you know what I'm saying, and it hasn't been an issue. But do I think that vegan teacher is racist? No. I think it is absolutely unfair for you to sit down here and say that this lady is racist, bro. Like, she got flooded with dislikes, everybody was hating in the comments, but genuinely speaking, I think they kind of missed the point of her message. Now, we are no stranger to that vegan teacher on this channel. I obliterated her and all of her arguments in a previous video, but that doesn't mean we get to sit here and accuse her of being something that she's not. Because, to be very honest with you, bro, if you watch that video, I think it's pretty obvious to anybody who watched it that she wasn't going in with any hateful intention. She was speaking positive things about the black girl. And I'm not gonna cap, that scene at the end with the black girl and then the N-I-G-G word beside her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just looking at it and I was like, I know this is supposed to be positive, but like, this just don't sit right with me, dog. Like, for some reason, I couldn't stop laughing because it was just so like I saw what you were trying to do, but like, it just did not look like it was working, dog. But anyways, the basic message of that vegan teacher's video was not to try and justify saying the N-word in a hateful way. What she's saying is that instead of black people complaining about the N-word being used to oppress them, they should change the meaning and try to reclaim it. Now, do I think that this would be effective? Well, yes and no in a certain sense, and I'll explain what I mean. The word queer, for example, at first, if y'all didn't know, if y'all wasn't around back in the COD lobby days, niggas used to throw this word around like it was just the biggest insult. Like, you know, it was, I don't know if it was on the same level as the F word, but like, people used it as an insult, bro, and it was pretty offensive to actual gay people. But now, you have people using the word to actually refer to their sexuality. Like, there's even a YouTuber called the Queer Kiwi. So that word has been reclaimed, and they use it in a positive way now for them. So in theory, could it potentially work that the N-word with the ER could be reclaimed? Maybe, sure, I guess. But the reason why I don't think her idea would actually work is because it's a bit easier said than done. You see, with the word queer, I'm not too entirely sure what the whole history on it is, but to my knowledge, it had not been used for hundreds of years to beat down and oppress people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might have had its history, but the history is nowhere near as deep as the N-word. And it's also not as popular as the N-word, because if somebody just used the word queer back in the day, like, some people might have gotten offended, but I don't think they would have been cancelled for it. If you said the N-word, every single person in existence would read that and know that you know, like, yo, nigga, you, that's bad. Like, they would call you racist, you would be ended, your career would be gone, all of your friends would disassociate themselves from you, even the very sperms that live in your ballsack would start swimming away from you. Although they might not even have to do that, considering they wouldn't exist anymore, since you would get no girlfriends and no dates because no girl would want to be associated with you, so you'll just be beating them out all flipping day. But anyways, you get the flipping point. Back then, if you use the word queer, some people would have gotten offended, but not everybody would have. So it's like, because the N-word is such a popular term and it has so much power to some people, like if you say the word, some people will get deeply hurt and offended by it. It's a bit easier said than done to just tell people to reclaim it. That's something that would take pretty much a collective hive mind effort to do, because not everyone is gonna be on board with that idea, and even if they were, it would take a lot of time to just kind of erase that out of our minds. So really and truly, in theory, could it possibly work? Maybe. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen, realistically speaking, and it just kind of seems a bit idealistic. Now, do I agree that the word should be banned entirely, like in any form of any utterance of the word is like a catastrophic downfall of human society? No. If you're reading To Kill a Mockingbird and like, if a child is reading it to his class and he says the N-word, the child is not a flipping racist, G. He's just using the word in a certain context. He's repeating it. If somebody's explaining something and they say the word while talking about the word to explain it, like I say, hey, you know, this one time, like, I saw this black guy going down the road and they called him a blah blah. If somebody says that, dog, that person is not a racist, dog. Like, they're using the word in a certain context. So if the word has if it's not being used in a hateful way, obviously the person is not hateful. There's no reason for you to attack them for no reason. And honestly, I think if any other YouTuber had made this video, it wouldn't have gotten like even a fraction of as much hate. Like, some people would have gotten offended regardless, because the delivery was just so trash that, like, nobody really understood what it was talking about. But even on top of that, I feel like people kind of automatically jumped to disagreeing with it without even really paying attention to the video, just because it was that vegan teacher and they wanted something to disagree with. Because even me, I'm low-key guilty of this. Before I even clicked on the video, I knew, like, the first thing that came into my mind, okay, I'm making a video about this. I didn't even know what the video was about, but I just knew inside my head that I was gonna find some way to disagree with it. And I don't mean I was gonna make up something if nothing was there, but like, I just knew that by the message of the video, there was going to be something that I could comment on. I didn't see myself ever agreeing with it. And I mean, I still don't. Like, now that I've watched it, I can actually give like an intellectual response. But I'm just saying that I don't think anyone else actually took the time to look past that bias that they had when they first came across the video and actually tried to see it for what it was, instead of how much they hate that vegan teacher. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you did not enjoy this video, remember to slap the dislike button, because that's your true opinion and you should not hide it just because of how I feel. But of course, if you did enjoy this video, remember to punch the like button in the face till it turns blue like your name is Chris Breezy. Do the same with the subscribe button. And as always, guys, it's been your boy John, and you are now leaving my mind.